to make sure to acknowledge and thank the committee who worked on the proposal, the process to rename the school. I'd also like to thank the students, staff, families, and community members who advocated for change. It's important that the community sees themselves reflected in the people who represent our buildings. Our namesake now honors the first African American woman to serve not only as a judge, but as a Secretary of State in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Go ahead, let's if you clap, I don't know when to stop, so we're good. Her legacy is going to live on, not only in Madison and Wisconsin, but in the United States. And it's our hope that as students walk through these doors, they're reminded that they're the next lawyers, judges, politicians, and advocates. Val Phillips Memorial High School is a place where our students can develop interests and find new passions. These new and improved spaces make it easy for our students to do just that. The referendum has allowed us to create brand new music, art, and our career technical facilities, as well as this wonderful new atrium. We've enhanced student experiences across the board in all classrooms, including building security, sustainability, increased energy efficiency, all which are highlighted in this video, which I'm happy to show you now. I think we're going to watch it again. All right, there we go. Twice as nice. All right, so this is all wonderful, but we know that we're really at the heart of this. This is about our students. And so I want to welcome two of our outstanding BPM students, Ms. Grace Burrell and Patrick Godinti.
My name is Grace Burrell, and I'm a senior here at Memorial. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you all for coming and thank everyone who pitched in and helped create the spaces me and my peers will be using this coming school year. The renovations have created a more inclusive and friendly environment, encouraging collaboration and connection among students and teachers. It reflects our commitment to valuing everyone in our school. Additionally, these improvements enhance our learning experiences. The upgraded classrooms and facilities provide the necessary resources for effective teaching and learning. Reflecting on my high school experience at Memorial, I've seen ongoing renovations that have cut off some hallways and left certain classrooms unused. Now I'm excited as our school approaches its full potential. These improvements allow for smoother navigation throughout the building, creating a more functional and welcoming environment. My favorite renovated space is the science classrooms and the labs. I'm a huge science geek, so to be able to have an upgraded and new equipment and just more modern tools, I feel appreciated and seen by the school, who took time to focus on a tiny detail that makes a huge difference in the school. The renovations inspire students to work harder and be themselves. It also inspires them to take those classes they've been wondering about. Adding on, the long-term effects of this newly renovated school include inclusiveness and a feeling of security among students. To wrap this all up, I want to briefly speak on the renaming of the school. Val Phillips' legacy is a testament to the power of relentlessness, determination, and unwavering belief in justice. Her achievements serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding us that the struggle for equality is ongoing and that each of us has a role to play in advancing these ideals. Changing the name of the school inspired many of us. To attend a school named after a woman like herself is an honor, and I am happy to be part of Val Phillips Memorial High School and its community. Thank you.
Fellow students, teachers, and esteemed guests, thank you all for being here today. My name is Patrick Poshikaite, and as I step into 12th grade this year, I'm filled with hope and determination. I want to start by expressing our deepest gratitude to the community for investing in the 2020 facilities referendum, which has made these incredible renovations possible. Your support has transformed our school in ways that will benefit students for years to come. These renovations were vital for us as students. Before the changes, our high school, while full of spirit, was showing its age. The halls were cramped, the facilities outdated, and it was difficult to find the space we needed to truly thrive in our studies. But today, we see a new chapter in our school's history, one that promises to empower us in ways we never thought possible. The new library, for instance, has been a game changer. It's more than just a bigger room filled with books. It's a gateway to knowledge and a quiet haven for study. Last year, I struggled with pre-calc, but spending time in the library as a TA, I noticed that I was actually able to get my grades up. I went from a C first semester in pre-calc to an A second semester. I was supported by my peers and our amazing librarians, helping me turn things around. This new space is for every student who needs a place to think, learn, and grow. The new atrium and updated bathrooms also made a significant impact. These are more than just places to pass through. They are spaces where our school community comes alive. The atrium gives us room to breathe, to connect, and to flourish in ways our old, cramped buildings simply didn't allow. The new bathrooms, especially the all-gender ones, are a powerful statement of inclusivity, showing that our school is a place where everyone is welcome, respected, and valued. Looking to the future, renovations are not just about improving the present, they're an investment into what's to come. Future students will walk through these halls and feel the same sense of possibility that we do today. They will have the space to explore their interests, collaborate, and build stronger, more united school community. For some of us, these changes have already sparked new passions. Personally, the addition of the automotive technology class has been a game changer. When my 2007 Toyota Sienna broke down, I never imagined that vehicle would work on cars right here at school. But now, I'm diving into something I never thought I'd be interested in. Thanks to these opportunities these renovations have brought. Beyond the physical changes, it's incredibly meaningful to all of us that our school has been renamed after Val Phillips, a true pillar in the Black community and Wisconsin community. Naming schools after figures like Val Phillips is so important because it connects us with real-life examples of courage, resilience, and leadership. Val Phillips was a trailblazer, a woman who broke barriers, fought for civil rights, and never backed down from a challenge. She embodied the spirit of a Spartan, our school mascot, fierce, determined, and committed to justice. I'm honored to be a student at a school that carries her name, and I know her legacy will inspire us for years to come. Let's continue to make the most of these spaces, support each other, and push the boundaries of what we can accomplish. Thank you. we will be introducing Ali Muldrow.
It's hard to come after students that I now look up to, not just because they are much taller than me. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Ali Muldrow. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am currently serving as the treasurer of the Madison Metropolitan School District Board of Education. Thank you, attendees and community. We listened to our community when we went to referendum in 2020, their hopes and dreams for what our schools would look like. Our schools hold a long-standing pride in this community, and these renovations didn't want to change that pride. Instead, we look to improve these facilities to offer modern educational opportunities for our students. As board members, we are reminded daily that families and students depend on us to set a bold vision that prepares every student for the future. And what we must also be is an exceptional employer for our staff. Madison Metropolitan School District is the 6th largest employer in this community. These referendums have employed thousands of people. The money that our taxpayers gave to us during this referendum was immediately invested right back in the people of our community. And today, we have the opportunity to celebrate that. We want to make sure that our MMSD students will have access to opportunities in their own backyards, in their own schools, and that our strategic frameworks goals prepare our scholars for college, career, and community right here and right now. I also want to recognize the renaming of Bell Phillips Memorial High School and give a special shout out to Maya Berry, who is the first student who ever approached me and talked about changing the name of this school. Thank you to our young people for leading the way. Now I'd like to introduce our superintendent, who is back home and is the nation's Superintendent of the Year. Please join me in welcoming our superintendent, Dr. Joe Moffett.
Good afternoon, Spartans. Oh, come on, you better than that. This has been an absolutely incredible day. If I could ever bottle up what I experienced today in Madison, the city I grew up in, to be with 4, it's hard to say different communities because of how it's felt in each one of them. The ties that we have through our school district, certainly through our young people, and through such caring adults. I can't thank Madison and MMSD in our community enough. It starts with our Board of Education. Ali Muldrow, our board members, we're also joined by Nikki Vandermeulen and our Vice President, Maya Pearson, Claire and Megan, who serve on the Student Senate, and Megan is our Student Board Rep. The leadership that it requires to go to your community and say, we have a vision, and we need your support, and then to follow through on that vision is not to be taken lightly at all. We have former board members also who were part of that work in 2020, and I'm so grateful that I get to come in May and then all of a sudden have a ribbon cutting. But please know that I understand the hard work that it took. And I also know that we're working towards another important election in November, once again to ask this community for support. But it's days like this, opportunities like this, for us to come together to celebrate what we can accomplish when we have hopes, visions, dreams, and support for our young people. And our student reps, hard for me to even stand at this microphone and speak because you not only covered it, but you did such a great job of showing us who you are as individuals, unique individuals, but also what this school and community has meant to you and your growth. And I wish you the very best of your senior year and your futures as well. I also want to thank our many partners, and there are so many of you out here today. It truly begins with one very important, the Madison Foundation for Public Schools, who serve as such an important glue. As someone who's been a superintendent in districts without that kind of support, to have that nucleus of support, people who come together time in and time out, who are always encouraging others to get involved, who answer the call when people say, I'd like to get involved. There's an answer for that. And our foundation does such a good job of spreading goodwill about our school district, because let me tell you, as someone who's from here and went away and came back, this is a special and unique place. It is without a doubt, and sometimes I think when we're here, we might forget that. And trust me, there are tough days, no doubt about that, but this is a special and unique place. It absolutely is. Others, our construction partners, many of you are out here today, way too many to name, but I can tell that while you're here as part of your business and the work that you do, there's more than that. It's a pride that I've now seen you establish as you're showing me the new spaces, you're sharing it with the community. You're proud of your work, but you're also proud to serve this district. You're proud to serve the children and the staff and the communities in the schools, communities that we're celebrating today. So I'm really excited for that as well. Lastly, I'll say that, Memorial was built at a time when Madison was sprawling in two directions. I know a lot about that other direction, being a graduate of LaFollette High School, but here at Memorial about the same time. In the 60s, think about education then. Think about what we were what they were, before I was born, trying to establish and create in terms of a solid, well-rounded education in Madison. Many of those things are still alive today, and they should be, and they're really important. But there are so many new ways that we can engage learners. There's a demand of the workforce that we don't even realize today that these spaces will be adapted to in order to make sure that we're preparing our students for those opportunities. And what a great time to be a Spartan. What a great time to be part of the Madison Metropolitan School District. And what a great time to say we celebrate kids today. So I thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support. And now I think it's time for us to cut a ribbon. So thank you very much.
Hold it tight, Gabriel. Counter. 3, 2, 1. Hey!
And with that, folks,
Once again, a thank you for everyone that's here. Thank you to the Madison community. We will be around, so we would love for you to go continue to tour and see some of the facilities. And again, just thank you.